Every year, Colorado has to worry about wildfires. Our dry climate means we'll see fires happen every summer. 2020 was something else.
We saw incredibly large fire events across the West, and we also saw really late burning wildfires.
That's Dr. Jennifer Balch. She's the director of Earth Lab at the University of Colorado Boulder and a professor in geography. She says that over the last 40 years, we've only seen about a dozen large wildfires start in the month of October.
Seeing really big, record-breaking fires and seeing really late burning fires are two signs to me that are indicating a larger trend that's directly linked to a warming climate.
This year, we saw 3 of the biggest fires our state has ever seen. The Pine Gulch Fire started in July north of Grand Junction. It grew to more than 139,000 acres, or about 217 square miles. The East Troublesome Fire started in October in Grand County. It grew to more than 193,000 acres, or about 301 square miles. And the Cameron Peak Fire started in August west of Fort Collins. It grew to nearly 209,000 acres, or about 326 square miles.
There are parts of Colorado that have seen an increase in temperature that's been more than the global average in temperature.
And before you say this is just 2020 bringing its wrath, Dr. Balch says all of our biggest fires have happened in the last 20 years.
And so if you ask me, are we going to see more fire seasons like 2020? The answer is yes.
Part of the reason this fire season seemed so much worse is hundreds of people lost their homes. And Dr. Balch says we need to be smarter about where we're building those houses.
We love our mountain landscapes. We love these beautiful conifer forests, but they're also really flammable.
She says their research has found more than 1 million homes that were built within wildfire boundaries over the last 20 years. In future builds, she says we need to build a home with fire-resistant materials, put roads in more strategic spots, and clear away trees and shrubs around the homes.
The other thing that we don't do nearly enough of is prescribed burning, using fire to fight future dangerous fire.
Dr. Balch said prescribed burns would have also cut down on the amount of haze we were all dealing with this year.
Smokey Bear did a great job talking about preventing wildfires in the middle of the woods, but now we need Smokey Bear, in the suburbs telling us, hey, you're using your lawn equipment can actually cause sparks that would start a wildfire.
And that planning doesn't have to be just for builders and city planners, but for all of us.
We're caught in an emergency mindset with fire and wildfire, and we really need to move towards more proactive planning.
Dr. Balch says hopefully this year wakes us up, and we can start preparing for the next fire season before it gets here.